Hey there, welcome back to Sea Power, welcome to the Sad War. It is 1991, the collapse of the USSR was stopped by the actions of the KGB and the GKCHP opposition. Gorbachev was arrested in Crimea on August 18th, the political crisis continues. And of course, the US never lets a good crisis go to waste. So the Pentagon decides to use the 6th Fleet and recall part of the forces from the Persian Gulf to land in Crimea and free Gorbachev. How about that? While the Black Sea Fleet is recovering from the political events in the country. This is war. The Allies joined the United States. The West understands that this is an excellent chance to finish off the Russian communists once and for all. The USSR is desperately trying to save itself. Will this sad war be the last for Russia? The US 6th Fleet, reinforced by ships withdrawn from the Persian Gulf, has already entered the Black Sea through the Bosporus. NATO aircraft at Turkish airfields have been put on combat alert. The landing force includes at least one aircraft carrier, many large landing ships and escort ships. In addition, the enemy intends to use Iowa-class battleships and other cruisers with Tomahawks on board to fire at ground targets. Judging by intel, 2 main landing zones should be expected in the area around Sevastopol and Yevpatoria. I need to prevent the landing, destroy the landing force and cover our own forces, and to win I need to destroy 60% of the enemy force before they begin landing, and defend our airfields and avoid losses in ships. Wow. This is going to be a big one. Okay, strap in. This is probably going to be a bit of a multi-video series. Look at what we got here. Starting northwest, we have a couple of ships. These are Nanuchkas. And that gives me a nice amount of missiles. 18 SSN-9s together for a range of 59 miles. That should definitely give me something to work with. Which kind of means that this Spruance is already in range. Okay then. What else are we going to get? I have one wing of aircraft up here. That's 2 MiG-25 Foxbats. Unfortunately, most of the Soviet aircraft are a little awful. So, these missiles, yeah, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in them. But hey, they do have decent range, about 32 miles. I've also got one SA-10 battery, giving me 36 SAN-6s for a range of 50 miles. So that's a very nice no-fly zone. I'm gonna go, yeah, this thing's weapons free. This thing is allowed to fire whatever it sees. We have an airfield over here, capable of launching floggers. Su-24Ms, capable of doing strike ops. I need to strike things which are ships. Can we do that? Strike long range is bombs. That's the AS-10 Karen. I would like to talk to the manager, please. What does the Karen actually do, other than complain? The Su-24M. I'm not familiar with this missile. 5 miles. No thank you. Strike heavy is bombs, close air support is bombs, anti-tank is S-25 rocket pods? Yeah. Okay, so these are, here we go, anti-ship long range, and you're gonna be getting 4 bombs. No, I'm not striking with bombs. King bolts, AS-13s, 21 mile range. See, now we're getting somewhere. Seat loadout gives me the AS-11 Kilter. And the AS-11 Kilter is capable of hitting radars, potentially out to 40 miles. So that is very nice. Alright, so we got that airfield. We're also getting another airfield. IL-38, floggers, Foxbats. Tu-22 M2s, that's very nice. Anti-ship heavy. That's going to give me 24 anti-ship missiles. I got Tu-16Ps, which are electronic warfare birds. Those are going to be useful as well. Then we have Ka-25 and Mi-14? I'm not really familiar with the Mi-14. What is that? Are they even in here? Curious. Okay, I don't know what an Mi-14 is. It's capable of doing ASW, which gives it a loadout resembling that of a helicopter. And we get a strike, which gives it 6 bombs. And a torpedo and chaff. Okay. We got another SA-10 battery here. We have access to a Slava. Very nice. This is a Kara-class missile cruiser. Mostly geared towards anti-air defense. Then we have, or rather anti-air or air defense. We have a Kashin. So mostly geared towards, I'd say, ASW. We have another one. That's the Canin, I imagine. No, it's not the Kashin. And the Kerch over there, which is a Kara-class missile cruiser. So anti-air duties should be done. Over here, we're getting Silkworm sights. Short range, 21.2 miles. Sorry, 21.6 miles, but you get 3 of them. I don't really like the Silkworm, but at least it can give you some standoff capability. Let's say 21.4, it's good enough. Regarding surface units here, we have 3 more Nanutkas. That's another 18 missiles. We have another couple of air units up, MiG-23s. So we're sporting some additional air-to-air ops here. Anything I forgot? Oh, hello. B-227 submarine. Was that a kilo? Yeah, it's a kilo. So we're getting access to 6 Test 71s, 13.5 mile passive wire-guided torpedoes, which almost puts this thing in range. And we get a couple of wake homers. These are going to give me 10-mile range, and we got a couple of USAT 80s to use against submarines, as well as surface contacts if I so choose. This is a diesel-electric boat. I need to keep that in mind. This thing needs to be snorkeling at times. Alright, enemy. We know that there's a Spruance, and something else that could be an Iowa. I'm not going to zoom in too much. There's another Spruance there. We have a substantial group of units coming in here. And I'm assuming that they're going to land close to that airfield. And over here we got a couple of air units and some more warships. There's several more aircraft and another aircraft unidentified and some more. Okay, we got one Tu-16 up. The Tu-16 is electronic warfare plane. I can start jamming with this bird. Let's keep it fairly close over our airfield. Oh, you can jam a lot. Okay. If I can jam that much, and I'm already jamming the Spruance, I can definitely take off with a couple of Tu-22s and start throwing missiles at those ships before they start hammering my positions. So let's do just that. I'm gonna go with a couple of flights of Su-22s, anti-ship heavy. Anti-ship long range just gives you more fuel, but I don't need that. Because it's basically take off, throw missiles, return. It's 7... Ooh, actually. I might run into trouble here, because I don't have enough range to get those missiles away. The AS-13... No, what are you sporting? AS-4. Minimum range? 100 miles. They are within minimum range already. So I'd have to fly away from the base, throw the missiles out, and come back. Okay, fine. We'll just do that then. Make it a wing of 4. And another wing of 4. Anti-ship heavy loadout. There, off you go. What else do I get? I get two 16s for jamming. I get Foxbats, which are mostly recon / light strike birds. The other MiG-25 Foxbat capable of doing air-to-air intercept and air-to-air long range. Floggers. Yeah, these are mostly strike aircraft. Okay, so what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm thinking this group here can engage this northern section, but these are not jammed presently. These are. I need to get you a little closer here. I want to have this submarine be extremely quiet. Just maintain your position and kind of wait for ships to catch up to you. Because they will get here. It's just a question of when. I gotta keep in mind that that kilo cannot run very well. So I need to make sure that if it comes under attack, I have enough battery left. As for that other strike package here, I'm not going to attack this. Not with this few missiles, that will not work. So we're going to push south and attack some of these isolated, or at least slightly more isolated contacts. One asset that I'm notably lacking is a recon bird. A P3 or something similar, and I don't seem to be able to launch that. Oh, sorry, the IL-38 is maritime patroller, right? I'm not that well versed in the Soviet aircraft. Tu-16. I think this bird isn't supposed to be here. Let's launch one. We got the first of the Tu-22s taking off. This other airfield, I don't think they can do that much for me. I can launch a couple more. You don't have anti-ship heavy? You got anti-ship long range and anti-ship precision. Yeah, let's get some of those king bolts up there. Send all. I've just taken off with a helo right about now. We are getting emissions from the Spruans, but we're not actively jamming them yet. Okay, I also want to have another jamming bird or two go up there. So a Tu-16 electronic warfare bird. As for this formation, we'll have to start throwing missiles into this group at some point. The problem is I don't have that many. I got a couple of sandboxes, 16 aboard this Slava, which is never going to be enough. Wait a minute. We're coming under attack. And that's an AIM-54. And AIM-54s typically get launched by F-14s. Oh, brother. You got a lot of Tomahawks coming in. The question is, where are you going? You're in a course of 085, so most likely you're going to be targeting my surface ships here. Yep. You're going to be targeting my surface ships. Okay, so we have definitely been detected. Formation. Sensor orders. Give me air search. Start moving. Full ahead flank. I doubt we can get out of the seeker range, but it's at least something I can try. So that's one. Oh, dude, you didn't dive with him? Because you're going to be pretty dead pretty soon. There's not a whole lot I can do to save you. Oh, standard missile. No, I cannot engage a standard missile. I can try and get out of the way. Close encounter with a standard missile. Most likely not the last. Wait to engage that one. Of course, this ship is just going to do the same thing again. Spruance is still not jammed. What's your altitude? 6,000 feet. Go to 20. I'll start jamming this group right here. Now they're jammed. Excellent. Okay, we're going to start throwing a couple of missiles at that Spruance. I have 6 per ship. Their position isn't great. Yeah, it's in Iowa. Okay, we're going to go 3 and 3. So, Salvo 2. Oh crap, there's even more. There's even more! Single shot. Against that target right there. Yeah, we're gonna have to progressively overload this formation here. There's another Spruance out there. 2 missiles and another single shot against the Iowa. Oh, dude. Why are you not launching? I thought everybody would launch at the same time, because I had the formation selected. Fine. Send everything against Iowa. Vicar, I need you to send against Spruance. 2. 2. Oh, let's have some fun. Send against the last Spruance here as well. The advantage that I have is I can launch aircraft, and I can, with that, kind of cycle the amount of missiles I can have in the air. The enemy cannot do that as much. I think we took down one aircraft. Over here with the submarine, I am in position. I'm not sure what this is, but it's going out in a hurry. It is heading east at 31 knots. So in about half an hour, it'll be over there. If I send a torpedo after it, it's gonna... Oh, there's more! Bloody hell. That's a Spruance. Great. If I send... If I send a 65, it will not pick up the wake. If I send a USET 80, it'll probably pick up the wake, but it doesn't have the range. I need to start pushing you southeast. Go to ahead, 2/3. One of the MiG-25s is dead. Good lord, here come the Tomahawks. We have them on visual for now. I don't think he can actually engage that missile. As for these, at the moment I don't really have a job for them. I can kind of have them try to distract the enemy, but I don't think they'll live very long, and I don't want to lose too many ships. How are we doing with the air wing? We have 1 bird airborne, 2... There's still a few taken off. Okay, wait for those units to form up. We've got 1 AA-8 going up against a Tomahawk. Well, you got close, I'll give you that. See if you can get another hit. I kind of doubt it, but whatever. Over here, we still have those birds preparing to take off. The amount of surface ships here is getting a little out of hand. There's Nimitz. Hello, Nimitz. Can I somehow mingle with this group, with the submarine, and get a torpedo in? That'd be great. It's just going to be difficult to do that. I need you to floor it. Just run away an afterburner. He's got an M7 on you. Missile away. You're actually going to get a Tomahawk shot down? Nope. Come on. X-25's dead. Ooh, we almost got it. No, we actually got it with an AA-8? Huh. That's excellent. I'm surprised. Look at the spree of helicopters around here. Everybody's launching their helos. I'll deal with those helicopters later. For now, we first need to see if those missiles will actually strike something. Your position... You'll never catch up to that thing. I want to see if I can throw out a wake homer against it. 9.4. I simply don't have the range. I might need to let these guys pass and wait for something else to get over there. Such as these gentlemen. I can probably take out a Spruance with a couple of missiles. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Okay, how's our air wing? You're the leader? Man, this is not a fast airfield. This is not a fast airfield. Can we start shooting back against that formation? Not with you. Not with you. Barely with you. And not with you. So the Slav is the only one who's capable of shooting back. I think I need to eliminate these battleships before they start crushing my airfields. And as weird as it might sound, I think the aircraft carrier is less of a threat. And yeah, I know that's a bit weird. Another MiG-23 downed. That's over there. Which would be fairly inevitable. There's another big ship down there. Nimitz is heading east. It's Eisenhower. They will be about here in an hour at present speed. So, can I make something happen with the 227 here? I'm doing 5 knots, so I'll be there. So the answer is no. More like the answer is hell no. Okay, how are my missiles doing? Because we're about to start crushing into that first line of air defenses. And most likely the Spruance is going to be at least a little blinded by the jamming. Nikolaev. Oh crap, here come the Tomahawks. Here come the Tomahawks. Between all these ships, I should have enough to stop all those incoming missiles. I don't know how many times I can do that. Therein lies the problem. I don't know how many times I can shoot missiles down. And if there's this many NATO ships, they probably won't have a shortage of missiles. Come on. Get hit. Missed. I'm not sure where he's going. I think he can't find the target. He's changing course. This one's a problem, though. So we need to intercept this one. As for my strike, still out. I very much doubt that these two SSN-9s will inflict some damage against the Spruance, but I'd like to try. Okay, you're up, right? Yes. Excellent. We're gonna go to 20,000. And we need to get some distance. Ideally, these missiles will crush this formation. And then I can engage, especially Iowa, but of course also their escorts, with the missiles on these aircraft. Because then, the entire northern flank for the American battle group collapses. Oh, we still got a Tomahawk coming in. Getting close now. No joy on the intercepts. Come on. That is about to slam into one of my trailing escorts. Kirch is gonna probably come down to Sea Whiz. Come on. Yes, you got it. Well done. You got it. Alright, my time to hit. We're about 5 miles out. At this point, they're probably aware. There we go. There's the burn through. Are you launching? No, you're shooting. That's on a parry. The parry doesn't really have a whole lot of options with the gun. Come on, let those missiles go through, please. I hope that these missiles won't all find the same target at the same time. That would be a big waste. Slava has intercepted a Tomahawk. Are we still under attack? No. Oh, you're gonna eat chaff? Dude. Please don't. You are interested in targeting the parry, finally. Flying right into the Sea Whiz. There's a missile. Sea Whiz is now too low to be effective, and that's a hit. Alright, our first bit of damage. And that parry is probably dead. There we go. There's the Underwood out of commission. The rest of these missiles are still targeted on that ship. Iowa is now going to have a little bit more of a difficulty trying to shrug off those missiles, as one of her escorts has died. Look at these Sea Whiz going after it, but not getting through. Boom. There's a hit. Iowa has a secondary explosion and is out of commission. Iowa is dead. Well done. This is the effect of jamming. No doubt about it. So, if you're Iowa, yeah, you're Wisconsin. Ideally, we'll wipe out the whole group. And between all these SSN-9s, I think we can do that. So, good start so far. I'm interested to see if this Spruance will also go down. Oh, come on! Go down! Chaff is not food. Chaff is not food. You're going for the ship. Good. Are you also getting through? Nope. Second missile is changing course, looking for the bow of the ship, and get intercepted. Okay. Well, nevertheless, I'm not disappointed by the results so far. Taking down one Iowa and a parry is definitely going to relieve some pressure on the northern forces. And you're not even making an effort anymore. Hit. Spruance. This is the Arthur W. Radford. Is dead. It's 3 ships out. Good start. Good start. Very good. Oh boy. That came off the Iowas, imagine. That Tu-16. I'm gonna start jamming these things, although the jamming angle is horrible. I'm trying to point my electronic warfare into the seeker cones of these missiles, but of course, at this angle, that'll not work. Take your wing and get up. I'm jamming these things from the side. Can you do me a favor and start jamming from the runway? I'm not sure if it's working, but it would be great if it did. Southern action. Not a whole lot going on. Oh, it's a Belknap. That's a serious cruiser. 8.5 mile range. I might just try and shoot it. I'm not a terribly big fan of wake homers. Hold on, my wake homer does 45 knots. I'm not sure if that's in transit. Pause for a second. My wake homers do 45 knots. The ship is doing 30. So, let's say in 15... How should I divide this? In 15 minutes, this torpedo at 45 knots does about 11 knots. 11 miles. And of course it runs out. So I need to know at what point that thing has traveled a little less than that. It's gonna take a 1/6 of an hour to transit 9 miles at flank speed. So I need to know where the target is going to be in 10 minutes from now. It's doing 31 knots, so it's going to be 6 miles out. A 1/6 of an hour. No, that would... Good lord. Math is hard. It's doing 10%, so it should be right around there. So that's what we're shooting. Okay. I don't know if this will work. I can try rushing the Belknap a little bit at the expense of my batteries. I do, however, have 100% of battery left. Okay, that's what we'll do. We're going to go a little deeper. We're going to go below the layer. And just get a little bit more speed in. Yes, I'll burn some battery, but that's fine. In the meanwhile, we're still trying to shrug off some missiles here with mixed results. Intercepted. Good work. You're lost. That's a land attacker? Oh. That ain't good. Because I know where that land attacker's going, and that's going for the SA-10. I do not want them there. Not one bit. I'm very much would hate it if that surface-to-air battery goes down. Shoot that thing. Preferably soon. Can the SA-10 defend itself? I doubt it. Come on. Nope, missed it. Missed it. Come on, keep engaging. Alright. The formation of aircraft up there is sporting 12 missiles. If I'm actively jamming these targets, I should be able to get a couple missiles on target. So I get 4, 4, 4. That's what I can do. Alright then. Let's do that. Because I want to get rid of those warships. We got it. Well done. With a 76. Okay, fair enough. You. Redirect your jamming efforts towards that formation right there. You gentlemen. I want to engage. 2 missiles there. 1 missile there. No. Single shot. 1. 1. 1. The whole wing should change course and engage. These Tu-22s are just missile trucks. Get in there. Drop your missile. Drop the rest of your missiles. And do it again. Level attack. Ordered altitude 20,000 feet. Come on, boys. I need you to target this one. There you go. There's 1. And 2. And 3. Excellent. Now you're going to go back to base. Winchester. Okay, we got missiles going out for targets. It's not a whole lot per target. Just gotta hope it's enough. Ooh, we got a problem. AIM-54s, lots of them. And I suspect I know where they're going. It might have something to do with these Tu-22s. This is the wing that's ready and full. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 birds. It's a lot of AIM-54s and not a whole lot of capability for me to stop them. Oh, we got a fighter up here. Boom. Had a fighter up there. Can you kindly take out the other one as well? Yep, missile away. Just for good measure. Send another. Aligning launcher system check. Look at the amount of batteries I got on this platform. Lots and lots and lots of missile batteries. Oh god, I don't want to lose my Su-22s. I really don't. Can we jam those AIM-54s? Briefly. I don't think they'll target this aircraft, but they definitely want the others. I need this wing to stay low, like 500 feet or so. Everybody preemptively chaff. Where's that going? To the returning wing? No. Crap. IL-38's toast. Oh, there's not a whole lot I can do. You're gonna miss. Come on, at least kill the F-14, which was doing the damage, yes. No joy. Second missile. Send another. damn it. Oh boy. Yeah, you got fooled. The second F-14 is dead. That means that this missile has lost guidance. But it does have some guidance capability of its own. I doubt, though, right now it's going to be a problem. There's the rest of the Tu-22s. Alright. Submarine. Increase to a headfall. We're going to ignore the Belknap. I'm going to try and eliminate the Ticonderoga. Or whatever her name is today. The Valley Forge. And the Eisenhower. This will burn my battery, but whatever. We have a sizable battery. It's a modern submarine. This is going to be a difficult nut to crack. These are the landing ships that need to be eliminated. Okay, we got 2 wings of 3 at this point. Did you shoot down that second Tu-16? Yes. Rude. We got 1 electronic warfare bird left and 1 airborne. This one's currently preoccupied. Trying to jam the Spruans, the Perry, and the other Iowa there. So, I cannot redirect my jamming efforts here yet. Even if I did, I doubt that these missiles would really do a whole lot. Go to 10. Another harpoon. Isn't that lovely? Go to 20. There's more aircraft around here. You're almost in range of some of these aircraft. Something I'm neglecting right now is my own air patrol. Especially from this other airfield. Oh, we got the other SU-22s. But that AS-13 only had a range of 21 miles. Okay, you're gonna go here. Mop up survivors. Go to 300 feet. What is the best option for me to send? I think a couple of these. Let's get a couple of birds in the air. Alright, this is where I will leave you for this first part. As you can see, there's lots going on, and lots more going to happen against all of these surface contacts. But that's going to happen in episode 2. If you want to already watch that, you can. Link down below in the description, or rather, hit the join button to become a member. Once you're a member, you can immediately see all the videos I have pre-uploaded, not just this one. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon for part 2.